Yo, it's your boy One Deep 215 back with another video. You know, I gotta get with y'all. I gotta get with my guys. We gotta get something squared away here. Self-confidence and self-esteem plays a major role in society nowadays. Mental health, things of that like. And it's on such a grand stage with people, not just men, individuals, men and women. Self-esteem plays a major role in society today. It just does. Self-confidence, and what I'm seeing, I don't like. What I'm seeing out here, I don't like. Because the tables have turned. The tables have turned a little bit. Actually, a lot of bit, but tables have turned as far as what's the prize? What's the goal? What's the thing that, us men have with us? We got something with us that we always had, and it seems like it's fading, because what I'm seeing now is a lot of men sitting there laughing and looking like fans to these women. Looking like little schoolgirls almost. Blushing to be in a woman's presence. And almost like in a choose me type of mind state. Like they roaming around like they the rulers, and they, oh my God, she got such a beautiful body. I don't even want to look up. I'm looking down. I don't want to make eye contact with her. I don't want to broaden my shoulders, so I'm going to hunch down and make myself look real small. I'm not worthy of her. Deem the word worthy again. She's so beautiful and gorgeous with all that makeup on. And I'm loving that outfit. That outfit is showing all the curves. I'm not worthy of her, though. Let me move out of her way. Let me not give no eye contact. Let me not make her think that I, somewhat admire her. And I'm like, wait a minute. It used to be the women like that with us. Not saying it was right or wrong, but it used to be that way with women. They was the shy little, schoolgirls like, oh, he's handsome or whatever, I can't mimic a woman, I don't know, but And it's totally turned. It's the other way around. And I believe a lot of it is our own doing, obviously for those acts, and for the fact that we put each other down sometimes more than women. And follow me on this, y'all. Follow me. Hang in there. Because we have seen the social norms and societal norms and what social media praise and what social media say. And we kind of run with that agenda. The whole, you got to be a certain height. You got to be a certain weight. You got to have a certain look. You got to make a certain amount. You got to have a certain aura. You got to have a certain status. And we walk around telling other men that's not that they're nothing. We walk around telling other men that, yeah, but you got to make a certain amount to be, you out of your league, bruh, and all this. Or you not a certain height. Let me tell y'all something. I'm 6'1", between 6 foot and 6'1", right? I don't think I'm better than nobody else because I'm a certain height. I don't. Now, y'all can say, well, that's just you. You carry it a certain way. But what I'm saying is nobody should, because we know it's a crock of shit. We all know women are hella followers. They want what society deems is right. They don't self-consciously want these things. They just want whatever is the trend, that's what they say they want. So if the trend is a guy got to have a certain amount of money, they going to act like they want a guy to have a certain amount of money. If the trend is the guy have to have a six-pack, they only going to want a guy with a six-pack. If the trend is a guy got to be 6 feet or taller, they going to say they want a guy that's 6 feet and taller. And I'm here to say is a bunch of crap. Like I said, I am a man of a certain stature in height. But I see guys is 5'8" getting women. I see guys 5'7" in the real world. We not talking about this social media crap. In the real world, and I'm sure y'all see it too. And y'all be scratching y'all heads, and the first thing y'all say to yourself is, he must got bread like that. Or he must got this. Or he must got status. No, bruh, it's a facade. It's a facade. They're dealing with regular men. Not all. I mean, there's certain women that do want a certain thing. They've been brainwashed to the point where they, in their mind, they only deal with certain type of men. You ain't gonna see that on their Facebook posts or they TikTok, Instagram posts. But in real life, this is what they dealing with. I see men with no money. They deal with bums too. They deal with guys that don't have money. They do. Sometimes us men, or I ain't gonna put this just on us guys, but people need to get their head out of the social media realm and just go by what they see. Because y'all know me, I'm an introvert and all, but I'm places. I'm places all the time. And what I see is what I go by. Not by what I see on YouTube, because that's all I have. But I know what a Facebook post look like. I know what an Instagram post look like. We have to get our heads out of that realm and go by what you see. Because I know a lot of women that mess with guys that can't rub two pennies together. Nice looking women and not so nice looking women. I know a lot of women that mess with men that's 5'6", 5'7". They husband 5'8". They baby father 5'6.5". They this. We have to be real. And the main thing I want to drive through is we gotta have somewhat of a little bit of brotherly love. I'm not saying we gotta stand around the campfire saying kumbaya amongst men. I wish it could be like that, just in the world, not just in like what this topic is. I wish it was more peace. I think we all do. But that'll never happen. So I'm being real about it. We gotta start uplifting our fellow men a little bit and not going with these somewhat social norms that people are portraying, because first of all, it's not real, and second of all, why put somebody down and make it seem like you got to be a certain way to be approved or to get women or to no. Go by what you see in real time, though, in the real world, not on your Instagram posts. Not on your Instagram post. Oh, every guy I see her with on this post is tall. Her caption read, "You better be 6 foot or taller or I don't want you." Her caption said, "You better be a gym nut because I don't want no." They mess with sloppy, fat guys and everything. And I'm not putting no type of person down. But I'm being real. I got to be real to myself. They deal with overweight men. They deal with men with love handles. They deal with short men. They deal with men that can't rub two pennies together. They deal with bums. They deal with low lives. They deal with all types of stuff. And these ain't just the Pookies and the Ray Rays of the like. These are regular, regular guys, somewhat. But they don't got it going on. They just don't got it going on for whatever reason. Or they don't have that drive. Or it is what it is. You can't help genetics. They just didn't grow to a certain height. We got to stop running with that narrative and telling fellow men that, well, if you want a woman, first of all, I made the video. Do it for yourself. If you want to get in the gym, if you want abs, or you want to lose weight, or you want broader shoulders, or you want better triceps, do it for yourself. Don't do it for no woman from the rip. That's your first mistake. Do it because you want to be healthy. Do it because you want to live longer. Do it because you want to look better. There's nothing wrong with wanting to look better, but don't be wanting to look better for no woman, because all you're going to do is attract a more attractive low life of a woman. I'm seeing it more and more. I'm tired of seeing the gurus, the relationship experts, or what have you, talking about get in the gym, bro. Get your money up, bro. Which is ain't nothing wrong, two positive statements. Two positive outlooks. But they saying doing it for the wrong way. You want women, get in the gym. You want women, get your status up. You want women to get your bread up. Why the woman part got to be part of it? No, you want to better your life, get in the gym. You want to better your health, get in the gym. You want to better your life, get your money up. Women going to be here. They're going to be there. Because you're going to attract women with those things. Don't get me wrong. You're going to attract more women by getting in the gym. You're going to attract more women by getting more money. You're going to attract more women by getting your status up. I agree. But what's that's going to change about their mind? How you having money now all of a sudden going to change a woman's mind? As far as if she's a piece of shit, she's going to be the same piece of shit that met you. She's just going to look a little better than the women that you probably was pulling before. That's all that's going to change for the most part. I'm not saying you can't meet a good woman. But overall, it don't change the woman's outlook. It changed the type of women you get as far as the aesthetic. You attracting better looking women. Congratulations. Now what you going to do with that piece of shit ass woman, attractive woman? Because if it's all about just getting laid, then it ain't nothing. These guys that trick out here is just doing the same thing without having to go to the gym or get this or get that. If we being real, if it's all about getting women, that's not hard. It's the quality of woman. It's the mindset of the woman. Because another thing y'all doing by putting all these men down and saying all these social norms that people is running with about the 6 figures, 6-pack, whatever, is y'all gaslighting these women. Y'all gassing these women up to make it seem like they're just. Like they're justified to think that crazy way. Because they're like, yeah, we even got the men telling other men to get in the gym and broaden their horizons and get better. No, get better for yourself. Don't get better for no woman. Because all you're doing is attracting a better looking, delusional woman. A better looking, entitled woman. It's not changing her brain just because you look that way. Her brain didn't change. Her way of life don't change because you look away. That don't change. You pulling her change. Oh, I ain't had this before. Now I'm pulling. I wouldn't have pulled this chick 6 months ago because I ain't have. Let's be real. That's what's changing. I agree to that. So if you still want to be used and abused and treated like a piece of shit, but just by a better looking woman, then say that. Because that's all that's going to happen. That's what they not telling you. Like I said, I see men, short men, overweight men, men that don't have money, like all these things. They are getting women. They're not all Pookies and Ray Rays. They're not. And as I said earlier, I'm a guy with some height to me. 6 foot, 6'1", whatever you want to call it. We're not supposed to look down on other, because we know what it is. Women will deal with whoever. Women will deal with whatever they like. They'll preach the BS about this and that. They'll preach that and put it on their page and their story and all that type of stuff because they want to be down. Women are hella followers. But in real time, they're dealing with what they deal with. And we got to know that. And us as men, we got to stop disqualifying other men and belittling other men on that landscape like the women is doing. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, you got to get your bread up if you want to be in this game and all. Like, it shouldn't be no game to be had. It is what it is. People come in all different shapes, sizes, all different backgrounds. So, on the landscape, it's going to be what it's going to be. Chick either going to rock with you or she not. Stop disqualifying other men because they don't have a certain ranking or they don't look a certain way. We know what, attractive and unattractive is. Do I admit for men that's not as attractive? Is it harder to get women? Yeah, we've been knowing that till the end of time. But who am I to say a certain guy can't get somebody? I see women mess with unattractive men all the time. I can't be the only one. And it ain't always because he got status or clout. Sometimes it do be that. I admit. But sometimes it just be like, she banged with him, he showed her a side, or whatever. She clicked with him, or whatever. Or whatever the case may be. It ain't all this stuff that we see on social media. That's all I'm trying to get across. Go by what you see in the real world. Go by what you see when you on your way to the grocery store. Go by what you see in your neighborhoods. Go by what you see, because I see it. I can't be the only one. There don't be no status with these guys. It don't be no crazy height with some of these guys. It don't be no crazy bodies and in shape and toned up and buffed up. And it don't be a whole bunch of bread either, if I'm being real. Not saying I know people in the ins and outs or counting nobody's pockets, but if you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. Social media is a different entity. At the end of the day, the common denominator of all this madness is social media. And y'all know how I feel about social media. It has ruined a lot. But we can't run with the narrative. We gotta go by what we really see in real time. On a regular basis. Not just at the show, at the concert. This is all I saw women act like. That's a different scale. That's a public event where, of course, it's going to seem like, because I'm talking about when you're by yourself in an intimate setting and you see two people walking in the park, or you see two people go into the store, you in the store, you see a couple walking together, or you see how women interact. Just period. This ain't rocket science. I go by what I see in the real world, and what I see ain't what social media says. It's not. Let's uplift our fellow man more. Let's show that brotherly love, no pun intended. But really, because one thing I will say about women, even though they delusional and they got things in their mind that we'll never understand, they lift each other up. They lift each other up, whether it's right or wrong, because a lot of it do be wrong, but at least they put on that persona and they do lift each other up. They talk about each other behind each other's back after they lift them up. They very two-faced it, like it is what it is. We know how women are, but at least in the public eye or whatever, they lift each other up. We have to do that more. We have to do that more. Because it's not a good look. It's just not. And it's not right. It's not correct. It's not. Go by what you see in the real world and not what you see and hear on social media. I see y'all on the next one.